This is the fifth mini workshop in the board seminar series for the Africatown Heritage Preservation Foundation. Our desired outcomes from this workshop are, as a result of having actively participated in these seminars, board members will be able to communicate effectively on behalf of the AHPF in public and in private. Practically speaking, what you will learn in this short presentation is best practices in internal communications, best practices in external communications, and sources for further information. Best practices in nonprofit board of directors communications are essential to ensure effective collaboration, decision-making, and transparency. Here are some of the best practices for both internal and public communications, starting with internal communications. Best practices for internal communications include scheduling and holding regular board meetings to facilitate communication and collaboration amongst board members, ensuring that board communications are clear, concise, and well organized to avoid misunderstandings and confusion, using appropriate communication channels and tools such as email, video conferencing, and file sharing platforms to foster effective communication amongst board members, encouraging respectful and open dialogue, allowing board members to express their opinions and ideas without fear of retribution, and maintaining confidentiality when discussing sensitive organizational matters, ensuring that board members can trust one another and communicate openly. Internal communications includes in-person meetings, personal or one-to-one discussions, texting, phone calls, social media posting, email communication, any other private communications. It's always safest to assume that all private communications may in fact become public. Public or external communications. Best practices in public or external communications include being transparent about the organization's mission, goals, accomplishments, and challenges, providing stakeholders with a clear understanding of the nonprofit's work. Ensuring that all public communications have consistent messaging and branding reflecting the organization's mission and values. Designating an official spokesperson, typically the board chair or executive director, to speak on behalf of the organization and ensure consistent messaging. Develop and maintain relationships with media outlets and the public to facilitate accurate and positive representation of the organization's work. Develop a crisis communication plan to ensure that the organization can respond effectively to any negative events or controversies that may arise. Regularly communicate with stakeholders such as donors, volunteers, and community members to keep them informed about the organization's activities, accomplishments, and needs. Maintain an active and engaging online presence or using social media and the organization's website to share updates, stories, and information about the nonprofit's work. Publish annual reports and periodic newsletters to provide updates on the organization's programs, finances, and impact, promoting transparency and accountability. Regularly evaluating the effectiveness of the organization's public communications, gathering feedback from stakeholders, and making improvements as needed. And finally, ensuring that public communications are accessible to all, considering factors such as language, cultural context, and the use of assistive technologies for individuals with disabilities. Practically speaking, what this includes, any social event, any community meeting, any activity in which you are recognized as a member of the AHPF board, including those in which you share your board service. It's always safest to assume that when in the community, however you define that, you are representing the AHPF board. Here are some additional sources that may help you learn more about communications for nonprofit boards. Thank you. What you have learned: best practices in internal communications, best practices in external communications, and sources for further information. Thank you.